Welcome here to Bubble Park as we get ready to see the round 3 of the Pepsi Capital Rugby Union competition. The first fixture between the KRAMER Pacific Brothers and MONI plus Nova. It's going to be an extremely exciting match following all the teams' participation in the last weekend, Easter weekend Sports Talk Sevens tournament that was held also here at Bava Park. And I'm your caller, Jamie Harrow, and I'll be joined here by Benji Rapila. Benji, welcome to the commentary booth.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie, and a big hello to all of our viewers on the live stream. And yes, here at Bava Park, it is a lovely weather. It was hot, but cloud cover has come up. Cloud cover has there's a bit of cloud cover now, so it will be a bit of overcast. So perfect weather for rugby. As we're getting ready for the first of 2 Premier Grade matches. The match between the KRAMER Pacific Brothers and MONI plus Nova will start shortly. You can expect a great match here this afternoon here at Bava Park. And also before the match will begin, there will be a 1-minute tribute. Jamie will tell us more about that.
Yeah, the 1-minute tribute will be paid to the Connie Sharks, one of the coaching staff for Connie Sharks Rugby Union Club that recently passed away, and the CRU teams will be paying respects to a great contributor to the team that's currently participating here in the Capital Rugby Union competition. And that's late Mr. Joseph Natera.
As we will look through the team list. Oh yes, unfortunately the teams they haven't submitted their team list in time, and again this is it comes back to the teams. The clubs are still getting used to this type of change and lifting of standards to a more professional standard of management. So yes, we haven't been able to receive the team list for the broadcast team to prepare the graphics for it. But hopefully it gets better throughout the year for the sake of the fans and families tuning in. Okay, as we are still waiting for kickoff, the fans here, it's still a humid day, so make sure you at least have some water, stay hydrated.
Yeah, look, last week this place was really crowded to watch our sevens teams. Especially, it was really great to see the CRU teams compete in this tournament. And this week we're back to 15s, and we're grateful to see a lot of fans still coming in numbers to watch the main fixtures here at Bava Park. That's the premier matches, and as we get ready for the referees the officials to confirm. And as you can see on the screen, that's the CRU president, Mr. Corey Chen, who's just here to watch some great footy here in this great Saturday afternoon at Bava Park.
Yes, but also, Jamie, I've noticed that there haven't been any women's matches today.
Oh yeah, just for the viewers who are watching on the live stream, the CRU women's or CRUW women's matches have been moved to Pommies, so we're back at Pommies, the Port Moresby International School Oval, and it will be played on Sunday. So if you're not doing anything at home and if you don't want to watch the men's fixtures here at Bava Park, do show up or do come in numbers to support our women's teams that will be playing starting tomorrow, and we will confirm the fixtures later on in the broadcast.
Yeah, so if you aren't doing anything and if you want to support the women's matches, Pommies is the place to be. Help support our women and their brand of rugby over there. As we're still waiting for the premier men's teams to take the field. Again, shout out to the successful Sports Talk Sevens 2025, the winners, Devil Barbers, um, Cup winners, and the champions of 2025. Also, shout out to our CRU women's team, sisters, also being the queens of Sports Talk Sevens as well.
Yeah, adding on to that, Benji, also a big shout out to our Mantis Sevens team. Yep, Mantis Sevens team, also from the Valley Hunters Rugby Union Club, who are current champions of the CRU competition. They really put up a great fight last week in the Sevens tournament against our Fiji brothers. Unfortunately, it was short, but a great exposure for CRU at that level. And also a shout out to our sisters who finally won the Sevens title against the Blazers, as well as our under 20s. We witnessed a really great match between the brothers and Jokers, who are also part of the Harlequins Rugby Union Club here in the CRU competition.
And as we're getting ready to start the match between the KRAMER Pacific Brothers and MONI Plus Nova, brothers have also a couple of changes to the squad, a couple of big name departures as well for the likes of Jonah Kautu Jr. He moved to Juggernauts, so Benoni Goa will be taking over at first receiver. So yeah, it's going to be a new look attack. So it's going to be good to see what the team will be like without a couple of those key players.
Yeah, and also a big shout out to the Sevens coach, Sister Sevens coach, also brothers player Eugene Tokovai, who departed early this week to play overseas. I believe he had his first match overseas today, so it's great to have a few of our players from the CRU competition making their way down to compete.
As we're about to have both teams take the field, we'll just wait. As you can see there, that's field 1 at Buffer Park. And you can see both teams, the KRAMER Pacific Brothers, with in the black kits, the traditional black kits, and the KRAMER Asia Pacific Brothers in the black kits, and MONI Plus Nova in the blue and gray. As we see both teams taking the field. Looks like brothers will be running from right to left, and the MONI Plus Nova will be running from left to right. And before we will have kickoff to this match, there will be a moment of silence observed for, of course, the coaching staff member of the Connie Sharks, late Joseph Natera. And that was the minute of silence for, of course, the late coach for the Connie Sharks,
As well as late Douglas guys,
Okay.
former PNG Puk Sevens rep. He also played for both teams, and I believe they're playing for a cup, which was won by Brothers last season.
Okay. As we get ready for to get things underway here. And we have kickoff in this Premier Grade match. And a take there from the brothers Hooker. Austin Mohe at scrum half. Brothers have the ball at the 40-meter mark. Comes to Gustav. He takes a run. Brothers having the first possession of the ball. The brothers Hooker going for another carry. He's getting busy really early. Comes now to Getty Raka, I believe. Mind you, we're still without team list, so Benoni Goa takes on the line, offloads to, I think that's Mitch Jonah, if I'm correct. Work over the ball is good from Nova. They still won at the breakdown. Not releasing is the call from the referee. So the first penalty goes the way of MONI plus Nova. They will look to go to the go for a line-out throw-in.
The kicks found touch. 40 meters in towards the brothers' territory. First line out in this first Premier Grade fixture here at Bava Park. Good play from the Nova in this first few minutes.
The throw-in is okay. Nova have the ball and they spread it left. Solid contact, a bit past the horizontal there, but the referee's fine with the tackle, so they come this way again. Here's the prop going on a run, bumping off one, still going. Finally goes down. Nova go on the attack. Comes to the number 8, passes it back to the 10. They spread it left. Here's the wing. They go down just outside the 22. Nova still have possession of the ball. They give it to the number 8 for Henipa. He tips it on. Nova still have the ball. They work it this way. Here's the number 2. I think that's Onevagi. Finally, Nova get into the 22. Referee has blown a penalty from the side. Okay. Brothers defending early on in the first half. The lineout is good. What will Nova do at the first possession of the ball inside the 22? I would look to maul it, but we'll see what they do. Onevagi with the throw-in. They go short. Nova move it out left. Strong run from the 13. They pass it out left. They go. There's an overlap, but the number 23, he steps back, goes down. Not releasing. Great work there. And we could be a penalty. Okay, penalty. It's just a penalty for, I think that's, correct me if I'm wrong, is that Kennedy Benjamin? No, I think the white headgear. I think that's, again, as we said, we don't have the team list, so we're just
going by.
As we see in the next replay here, the number 23 just steps past one, goes down, and great work over the ball there, ball and all, forcing that penalty. It's the fullback for Brothers there in the white headgear. Brothers have the line-out throw-in. They go short. Mohe passes it to Goa. Goa now draws, passes. A fend off. He's going his way. He gets a real and an offload to Benjamin. My namesake. Can he go all the way? Fends off one. First try to Brothers.
Yeah, what a combination there from Javis and Benjamin. Just trying to use the experience in the 7th, second, in the 15th. And that was a really good offload timing from Javis all the way to Benjamin. And they scored their first try in this first half.
Yeah, it was great work from Jabez to actually fend past one and get into space. As we see in the Connect replay here, the Jabez offloading to Kennedy. Kennedy stepping past one, dummies, and goes all the way to score the first try of the match. Brothers draw first blood. The conversion kick to come. The score is now a 5-0. Brothers in the lead. Conversion is to the left. The conversion is unsuccessful. The score remains Brothers 5 leading. Nova yet to score. Again, great start from Brothers here. They were losing the territory battle, but the first chance they had to attack, there was a great counterattack from Brothers. As we wait to get things restarted. 10 from Nova. He hangs it high, but not high enough for his players to compete for that ball, as it was secured by the number 2 for Brothers. Now here's Gustav. He takes some stopping. He's still driving his legs, and he's past the halfway mark. Comes to Mitch Jonah now. He runs hard. Comes to Goa. Goa, short ball to Jabez. A quick pick and go from Kennedy goes down. And again, great work over the ball there by Nova players. I think it was one of the flankers. A quick tap. And is it kicked out on the full?
Yeah, the ball's gone out of touch, so it's going to be a line out for Nova, within the Brothers 22.
Yeah, so Nova will have the throw in at this line out. They've gone short the first couple of times, if Brothers can read that. It's a full 8-man lineout. They go to the middle. Lineout's good. Nova, they work it right now. Solid contact from Moher. He rips the ball out. Still going. Quick pick and go from Goa. In the 10, he's playing first receiver. He goes down. Benjamin gives it to Gustav. Gustav. Again, refusing to go down. What leg drive does Gustav have? A hard, strong run. I think I'm pretty sure that's a Getty Raka. Quick pick and go from Mitch Jonah. Brothers having most possession. The referee's fine with that. Great read from the number 8 for Nova. Inside ball. Here's a 12 for Nova. Ball comes out. And Tor is away. That's another try for Brothers in the first half. Samson To'o gets the second try for Brothers.
A bit of error there from both sides, but it saw an opportunity for Samson Toho to just run through that gap and score the second try for the Brothers.
Yeah, it was a bit scrappy at the breakdown there, but great awareness from To'o to see that ball came out free. He did well to regather it and show great pace to get right between the sticks there. So Brothers go ahead 10 points, leading Nova yet to score with the conversion kick still to come from right in front from Austin Mohe, and the conversion is successful. So the scores are now 12. As we see in the Connect replay, Austin Samson Toho just showing great pace and great awareness to get the Brothers' second 5-pointer here in the first half of the Pepsi Capital Rugby Union Premier Division. It's the first of 2 matches. That's Samson Toho there. So we get ready to have a kick restart. Nova go deep. Getty Raka running it straight into heavy contact. His headgear comes loose as well. Mohe to Benoni, and he goes, and it goes out on the full right idea, but the execution just let him down. So MONI plus Nova will have the throw in, the line-out throw in back to where the ball was kicked from. Nova having the slightly heavier pack. Number 2 to throw in, and the throw in is good for Nova, and they move it out. Comes to the inside center now. Decides to take on the Brothers' defensive line. Goes down just outside the 22. Nova still have the ball. They work the blind side now. Here's the 14. Tries to put a step on the 7, but he goes down. The ball's been ripped out. The referee was playing advantage, so they come back. The advantage was for offside. You can see our general manager there, Eddie Galele.
Yeah, he's also part of the coaching staff for the Nova side, so he's obviously sitting to support the team.
Lineout is inside 22, inside the 22 for Brothers. Onevagi with the throw in now. And they go long, but it goes past everyone. Now Miss Jonah has the ball, passes it on to Goa. Goa, a little goose step, and he gets that leg drive, and finally near the 20, and he is one of the locks for Brothers. He takes a carry. Another carry from one of the props for Brothers. And the pass comes back to the fullback, and he boots it down. Some good stepping from the 14, and he pops it out to his man on the outside. Good stepping from the Nova left wing. Comes to one of the props, and he takes a run. Big boy goes down just inside the 40-meter line. A kick over the top. No one back at home for Brothers. Ball still bouncing. Will it bounce all the way out? And yes, it does. So it'll be a scrum all the way back to where the ball was played. So if you're kicking in the field of play, make sure that the ball stays in, because if it goes out, it'll be a scrum back to where you kicked the ball, where the ball was kicked.
Yeah, 14 minutes into this first half, Brothers leading 12 points to 0. So we see a scrum for the Brothers at the 40-meter mark, still in that territory. Will they try to make an attempt to get out of that their own territory in towards Nova's?
So Austin Mohe is the scrum half in 9. Scrum is good from Brothers. Comes to Goa. Goa with a little chip over the top. Tor is chasing. The Nova player tries to beat Mohe, but he's able to get the pass away. Again, Thought that Nova player was a bit isolated there, but he was able to a great run here from one of the Nova forwards. He gives it to the flanker. The big lanky guy is pulled down just at the 5-meter line. Brothers on the defense. Comes to the 13. And they pass it to Kennedy, who I thought was offside. He was.
He was offside. Yeah, another advantage there for the MONI Plus. Hopefully they will make use of it and try to score their first points.
I'm pretty sure Kennedy Benjamin was like, I'm free, and then the ball was thrown to him. But again, it's a penalty for being offside. Nova, a quick tap and go. Comes to the number 8. He runs it straight to the brothers' defenders as their defense, the try-line defense will be tested for the first time. Comes to the prop, but the ball has been knocked back. No, the referee says it's been knocked on. Those passes, they're just not sticking for Nova. They're giving the ball back to brothers. And the 15 for brothers in the white headgear is actually Junior Sabata. So yeah, he wore the headgear, so couldn't really recognize him. But 22-meter scrum, feed to brothers. As we have a player that's down. I think clutching at a rib. We'll wait for, I think that's the number 7, Robert Lavaki. He's looking to come from the field. Yeah, he's clutching at a lower back. Oh. Yeah, so we'll have 19. I think Chris Henney replacing him.
Yeah, a lot of energy from the number 19. We just saw him play really well with his team in the reserve grade.
The A grade?
Yes, the A grade, and he's very useful, so they've opted to keep him and continue to play in the Premier.
Yeah, he's also a very handy back row as well. Always a nuisance at breakdown for Nova. We'll see how he goes again. He must have some a great engine, because he played for like the most of the match, and he's continuing on to Premier grade. As they work the blind side down now to Sabata. Sabata has one man on the outside, draws, passes. The 11 is away. Has Mohe, steps past one, still going. He had Mohe in support, but he's popped it up to Sabata. Sabata scores in the left wing.
I think that's a Biela Suarez combination there, if you ask me.
Great try from Sabata, and also great counter-attacking from the brothers. Brothers scored 3 tries unanswered. As we see in the Connect replay here, the 11 goes down, pops it up to Sabata, who does enough just to go all the way and score in that corner. As we saw in the Connect replay, the conversion kick from the sideline, about just a meter in from touch. Brothers firmly in the lead, firmly finding their rhythm here in the first half. Nova just need to settle things down.
Mohe to convert. And it slightly goes full shot in front of the sticks. Conversion is unsuccessful. Scores still remain. Brothers still in the lead, 17 points to nil in this first half.
Yeah, the conversion attempt from Mohe, it had the direction, but just not enough power in it. Conversion is unsuccessful as we wait to have a kick restart.
I'm booked to have that restart for the Nova. Bit of a delay there.
I think we have a couple of substitutions to Nova. I think there's a player injured. They're just sorting out who will replace him. We see a substitution, the 22 for Nova, making his way onto the field. Kicks fielded by Josh Gabriel. Counter ruck from Nova is good. They have the ball now. Referee playing advantage for a knock on. Here's the prop. He takes a carry, bumping off 2. And yeah, hard running number 8 there, but the defensive line was ready to meet him. Here's the number 2, Onevagi now. Puts on a little step, but he's been bundled into touch by Gustav Icy.
Yeah, what a great defense there from the brothers as we see them get ready for a line out. Nalu to throw in for the brothers at the 22. No, and I see. Good contest there from the Nova, picked up by the number 20. Nova's now in possession of the ball.
Yeah, that was the scrum half in 20. That's Charlton. Nova, a quick pick and go from the number 1. That's Merodu. Nova trying to build their rhythm. They need to score next. Onevagi at the base of that rock. Quick pick and go. He's almost bundled into touch again. Nova dancing a bit too close to that sideline. They finally come back. They go left. Now they spread it wide. Comes to 22. Over to the 12. The 13 gives it on to the 14. Offloads back into the field of play. Nova still have possession of the ball. Comes to the 22. Passes it to the 8. To Ramit. Ramit still running hard. Again, still outside the 22. Charlton to the 22. Gives it to Marodu. In number 1. Fending off. Still going. Charlton gives it to Atalon. Here's Chris Henney. Offloads. It's been tapped back. Porcio with it now. The number 6. And it's been ruled that it's been knocked on both ways. So it will be a scrum to Brothers. Brothers will have the scrum feed. But yeah, great work in defense from Brothers again, forcing those passes from Nova. As we wait for the scrum. Scrum is good from Brothers as Mohe goes to Goa. Goa boots it downfield, trying to get his team back into Nova territory. Here's the 14. That's Marvin. Marvin, ball comes out. That's a 7 for Brothers, running away to score the 4th try for Brothers right between the sticks again.
Yeah, what a great try there from Bhatia. No, good timing. He just chased up with the ball, met his defender who let that ball out of his hand or loose carry. It saw him take advantage and score right under the post.
Yes, and great work from No there. As all back rowers, they need to, be at the breakdown, always in support. And No eventually ripped the rewards there as he scored the 4th try. The conversion is successful. And we will see the replay of, and in the Connect replay here, the 14 there. He tried to offload to his player, but No. He was able to pinch that one and score the 4th try for the Brothers.
Yeah, 24 points to 0 here at Bava Park Fest Premier. Great fixture as we see another kickoff there from the Nova to restart this first half.
Nova, they go long. Gustavo, who has it now, number 6, running back, running straight, breaks free. Great run from Gustav. Takes on the fullback. What a good tackle, textbook tackle, right underneath the ball. Great, that's the number 8 for Nova. That's Ramit, Eddie Ramit. Quick tap and go from Onevagi. Comes to the 22 now. Gives it to the 12. That's Opa. Opa to Geno, and ball's been. Referee was playing advantage for offside, so we'll come back to that. But again, Gustav Aitzi just ran it straight into Eddie Ramit. Yeah, Gustav Aitzi there, also part of last year's brothers team. As Nova go to the lineup. Onevagi will throw in for Nova at this lineup. As it's starting to starting to drizzle here at Buffer Park. The throw in is good. It's been knocked forward by that Nova jumper, so brothers have the advantage here. It's Anthony Angai now. He takes a carry. Great work from Nova at the breakdown. I think there was Onevagi. He passes it long to 22. Opa now to Geno. He's met in a great tackle from Kennedy. Kennedy and drives him back. Comes to the 22. Onevagi now steps one more. He goes the other. Getty and Angai bring him down. Comes to Ramit now. Short pass to the 17. That's Kodana. Now to Henny. Henny runs back at an angle. Ball comes out to 22. A short ball for Opa. To'o steals the ball for brothers. He makes a break. Hits away. Has support on the inside. Can he go all the way? Does he need that support? He's been dragged down by the caller. Great defense. Again, penalty for offside. To'o could have just drawn and passed, but it's a bit selfish with that ball there. So you see the coaching staff of MONI plus Nova there. There will be a scrum or it's a full-arm penalty, a long-arm penalty actually. And MONI plus Nova up to kick for a line-out. It will be a throw-in to MONI plus Nova. Around the 30-meter mark. Onevagi with the throw-in. Throw-in is good by Nova, and a long throw, a long pass. And an even longer one out to the wing. Great stepping back on the inside. That's the 14. That's Marvin. Nova have the ball. It comes to Ramit. Ramit still going. Gets past 2. Still dragging a couple of brothers defenders with him. Referee's fine with it. Counter ruck was good from brothers. There was more hair there. Mohe also an experienced campaigner, so he pretty much knew what to do at that breakdown as well. So yeah, great work from Austin Mohe. Here's Nalu with the throw in now. They go short to no. Mohe gives it to the 11.
That's at least a time.
Brothers still have the ball. Mohe comes to Angai. Angai, not one of the biggest props, but he takes a carry. Comes now to Gary, and he loses his headgear. Mohe, the pass there from Mohe a bit behind one of the runners, so Moni Plus Nova will have the throw in. But yes, it's starting to drizzle a little bit. So it's a scrum to Moni Plus Nova. Charlton with the feed. Big push coming from Brothers here. But the ball's out, so the referee's fine with that scrum. A dummy. The 22 gets past one, fends off another, but it's not able to shake off no. And the 12, that's Opa there, dragged down by Kennedy. Charlton looks to go one way, comes back the other. And here's the number 6. That's a Porcio. Referee has a long arm penalty, not releasing. No clear release before going for the ball there. Moni Plus Nova. Kick the touch. It will be a line-out throw in to Moni Plus Nova. So yes, it will be another line-out throw into Nova. Nova have had quite some possession in this area of the field, but they haven't converted it into points just yet. Comes to the 22 now. Inside ball for Opa. And he's brought down in a tackle by Mitch Jonah. Comes to Ramid. Ramid passes it to Porcio. Nova still have the ball. Comes to Onevagi. Onevagi gives it on. Comes to the 11. Gets past one. Here's the 14. Marvin to 23. Great awareness to know where the sideline was, and he goes down as Onevagi runs into a strong Brothers defense. 3 men tackle there on Onevagi. Here's Ramit. Ramit dummies to pass, but ball comes loose in that collision. Mohe putting shots on a much bigger men. Scrum to Brothers.
Yeah, 7 minutes to go in this first half. As we see the Brothers still maintaining their defense. 24 points to 0. Nova still trying to get past and score their first points.
Yeah, Nova, they have had some possession in this part of the field, but they just haven't been able to string together those passes and get numbered out correctly to find that overlap and score, or just find that gap. It's just not been able to work for Moni Plus Nova. Mohe with the scrum, a quick pick and go out the back. Comes to Sabata. Sabata puts it up high and long. It's been fielded by Marvin. He goes down. Brothers on the counter attack, and that's 11. No one at the back for Brothers as we see Gabriel trying to regather that ball. A big lock at the back for Brothers. He goes down. Brothers players still making their way back, but they're able to find some space on the outside. Angai here. He had space on the outside and he kicks it up. I think he's lost his kicking license there as Ramit just runs it straight. Nova. They have possession. They come to the 22. He tries to step past Kennedy Benjamin, but not able to do so. Charlton gives it to, I think that's Kodana. Ball comes free. Getty Raka now has the ball at the 40-meter mark now. Gives it to Mitch Jonah. Passes it out wide. Goa still has the ball. Stepping past, stepping back. Goa at first receiver for, and he's been picked up. So that will constitute a tackle, so you have to let go. Comes to Sabata. A player seemed to be offside, and yes, that's Charlton. The scrum half for Nova. Referee reaching for his pocket. Cynical play. Nova will be a man down for the next 10 minutes. Yeah, just a bit ill-disciplined there, creeping into this Nova outfit. I think there's also frustration from them as well. Brothers will seeming to it's a short arm, so it will be a quick tap to Brothers. It's like a full arm. So long arm penalty. Brothers go for the kick to the touch. They will have the throw in just inside the 22 for Nova.
Yeah, less than 4 minutes to go in this first half. Nova down with a player short. 14 players on the field against a strong, dominant Brothers side who have scored 4 tries in this first half. As we see Nalu with that line out. Within the Nova's territory, that line out has gone one-sided, so they will have a recall for that line out.
I think the throw-in was too quick. Okay, now we have the throw-in. The referee said that the throw-in is not straight, so it will be a penalty to Nova. Nova will have the option of a line-out or a scrum. They're just in that Nova in the huddle trying to figure out what they'll do next. So it's a throw in now to Nova. Nova up to go to the line out throw in. The line out is good from Nova. The number 6, Porcio. And the ball comes free, I think. Diving in is the penalty against Brothers there. So Nova will kick for touch again. So line out, the ball finds touch around the 30-meter mark. Nova will have the throw in now. The throw in at this line out. Nova's line out have been working. It's just that the attack hasn't really gelled so far in this first half. They go short to Porcio. He wins the ball. Great, again, great work at the line out for Nova. Henny now passes it back to Onavagi to the 22. Dummy takes on the line, and he's been picked up by Gary. Ball comes free to Onevagi. Onevagi stepping back. He's being brought down. Pass comes to Marvin now. Marvin has a 23 on the outside. That pass looked forward, and yes, the referee was able to pick up on that. Again, those passes from Nova. It's 14 from Nova. Marvin there, failing to put his man away as you hear the halftime siren go off. That will be halftime in the first half match between MONI plus Nova and KRAMER Asia Pacific Brothers.
Yeah, what a first half there for the first Premier Grade fixture here at the Bubble Park. As we saw the brothers show a dominant side, scoring 24 over the Nova, who are yet to score. We will see what happens in the next 40 minutes when we return after these TVCs.
Soar on high, so high in the sky. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With MONI plus we're ready to go. It's our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. Let's be part of something wonderful. Strong in life, belong in me. Stretch him, sing down, belong all family. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With MONI plus we're ready to go. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible. We dare to believe. Oh, 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 oh. Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With MONI plus we're ready to go.
province tells Tumbuna stories their own way. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Laga, Bungimyumi.
We're here to help you grow your business ideas. We're here to help you meet your potential and find better ways of doing what you do. At FinCorp, we can help you fast forward your ambition with business loans to expand, for equipment and vehicles, to buy the small and big machines to reach your goals and go even further.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Giving wings to our dream. That it's soar on high, so high in the sky. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go. It's our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. Let's be part of something wonderful. Strong in life, belong in me. Stretch him, sing, down belong all family. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible. We dare to believe. Oh, 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 oh. Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Back, we have the second half action of this Premier Grade match between the KRAMER Asia Pacific Brothers and MONI plus Nova.
Yeah, what a strong start there from Onevagi. Just gaining a few yards. Here's the number 11, Nova. 24 points to nil. Brothers in the lead. Unfortunately, that ball has come off the Nova's number 7, Lavaki. Just losing that ball, but Nova still have the advantage for an offside. Good start there. Bit of an error. Nova still down with a player short. 14 players in the field. And a fast line out in towards the brothers' territory. Nova with that opportunity on Evagi to make that throw.
Yes, Nova need to be the next ones to score to have any part or to claw back this lead by Brothers.
Yeah, good contest there from No. Picked up by Gary. Ohe passes over to Gustav. A good run there. Tackled by multiple Nova defenders. Mohe passes over to Sabata. Sabata looking for Pangas down towards the left edge. Pangas passes over to Benjamin Kennedy. Benjamin Kennedy still going. Makes his way past the Nova territory. Tackled there by Nova's players. And the ball's gone off or loose carry. And it will be a scrum for the Nova. Good run there for the...
As you see in the Kinect replay there, just Benjamin fending away from one and making a breakdown that left edge side just goes down just outside the 22. Ball comes free, so it will be a scrum to MONI plus Nova. Now Charlton with the feed at this scrum, roughly 30 meters out from the Nova try line.
Yeah, Charlton with that feed. Strong push there from both sides. Brothers giving their best.
Brothers with a strong scrum. Miss Jonah has the ball now. Penalty.
Penalty for an offside. Brothers now with that advantage. Good push there from the scrum. Now taking that advantage in towards the Nova's territory. And looks like it's going to be a scrum at the same spot, but this time in Brothers in possession.
Yes, I think it was a penalty for a scrum infringement. And then Brothers have opted to go for the scrum. They'd rather have all the opposition forwards all in one spot as they line up to the right.
Mohe with that ball. Here's Sabata. Passing over to Benjamin Kennedy. Benjamin Kennedy offloads to Goa, and Goa will score the first try for the Brothers in the second half.
Yeah, great running rugby by the Brothers there. Just passing, also crisp, great attacking. Brothers score first in the second half. Again, it was a great vision there from Sabata to spot Kennedy, and a great land by Kennedy as well, running to the outside shoulder of his defender. Just changing angles right at the contact line, just drawing and passing, putting Benoni away for the first 5 points of the second half. Brothers firmly in front.
Yes, we see Mohe to convert this try. Just outside the 22, inside the 22, and right in front of the sticks. Brothers take a breather in this first few minutes of this second half. Don't forget we have another premier fixture coming up in the afternoon. Later this evening, it's going to be between the Harlequins and the Fincop University Piggies.
Yeah, but again, that try there signaling a need for change for Nova as they've gone to their reserve, their bench. Rex Peregua and Raymond Leary coming into the field for Nova.
Yeah, conversion successful there from by Mohe. As we see, both teams are currently playing for the late Douglas Guys Cup, which was won initially by the inaugural winners by Brothers.
In the Kinect replay, Mohe passes it to Sabata at first receiver, passes it to Kennedy. He draws and he gives it to Goa, and Goa goes all the way to score the try for Brothers.
Quick restart. Here's the captain, Brothers captain, Getty Raka. Mohe finds Angai. He's backed up by his teammates, Gary and Jonah. Sabata with that kick downfield towards the left edge of the field. Gets out at the 22. And it will be a line out.
Yeah, again, great kick there from Sabata, spotting space at the back end of the back for Nova. And that kick is it bounced out, so it will be a throw in. It
was actually a 50-22.
Oh, it was a 50-22. So yeah, great touch finder from Sabata there. Sabata standing in at first receiver.
Nalu with that throw in. Good contest there by No. Mohe trying to kick back, picked up by Nalhu. Forms a rock. Gary just losing that ball, a loose carry coming off his hands, and it will be a scrum or knock on and a scrum for the Nova side.
Yeah, I think he just tried to. I was a bit too excited that as soon as he got the ball, I think he must have bumped one of the legs of one of his players. But we have some substitutions coming to Nova. The 13 coming in for the number 17, I believe. I think that's called Kodana, if I'm correct. Yeah, the starting prop for Nova. Starting tight head for Nova.
Scrum time for the Nova Charlton. Brothers with that strong push, still going.
Balls out.
Novas take possession. Here's Perigua looking to find some space. It's been ankle tapped there by Pangas. Nova still in possession and still in their own territory. Ramit now looking to find some space. Tries to break through Brothers' defense. Charlton still going. Finds his forwards. His Morodu. Ball comes off. Brothers now take possession. Nalu passes over to Pangas. Pangas just finding some space. And Kennedy Benjamin finds Samson Toho on the right edge of the field. Still going. Tackled there by the number 11 for Nova. Good ankle tap. But Brothers still in possession. Moha finds Sabata. Passes over to Gary, who loses the ball during the tackle. Onevagi now in possession. Nova have possession of the ball, still going, but still in their own territory. And as we see, Kennedy Benjamin.
Yeah, he's still down in back play. He came off second best after that draw and pass. Referee could look at a possible late tackle, but again, Kennedy still down, hasn't got up from the tackles yet.
Yeah, so we're waiting for the referee's decision. Just explaining to Getiraka.
Yeah, that's Kennedy Benjamin there, referee fine with the tackle. So Kennedy Benjamin looking to come off. He also had a successful tournament with the 15 City Pirates of Kimbe.
Yeah, some of these players just recently concluded, had 3 days of rugby sevens here at Bava Park. So some of they're still recovering, but it's good to see them back here at Bava Park.
And he's being replaced by Arthur Clement.
He's Perigua.
Offload. Leary also was playing with Brothers last year. So it could be a bit of a bad blood there, but no. Referees ruled a penalty against Brothers. Perigua now finding touch. Great strike. He also has experience in AFL. So yeah, as you can see from that kick right there.
Yes, last year for Benjamin Kennedy, just to confirm, he did play a few matches for the University Piggies last year.
Yep.
And he's currently here. He recently made a switch to play this weekend's match with the Brothers. scoring his first try. As we see the line out at the 22, and I think there's a substitution for the brothers.
Yeah, Nelson Doa coming on for coming on at lock for Josh Gabriel.
Nova now with that opportunity at the 22. Still yet to score few points. It's gone over. Picked up there by Ramit, who loses the ball. Game on at this point, says the referee. Gustav with that ball. Making their way out of the 22. Mohe passes over to Angai. Nova just trying to maintain the defense.
Sabata stepping back. He's isolated. Nova could have the ball there. Great work at the breakdown. Nova players there just protesting for a professional foul there. They wanted to quick tap and go, but they weren't able to. So, but Nova will have a quick tap now.
Ambuk with that play. Ramit passes over to Henny, who's been tackled by a couple of defenders. What looked to be like a high tackle, and it's a penalty again, or for not releasing. Quick tap there by Patrick. Passing over to Fai, who's let the ball come loose, but still waiting on the ref's decision for an advantage.
Yeah,
So
referee was playing advantage for offside. None was gained. They come back, but Nova still searching for the first points of the match. Charlton.
Nova now with an opportunity to score their first try. Still going.
Another high tackle. Referee playing advantage now.
Ramit passing over to Henny. Henny looking to find his teammate. Here's the number 5. Still going. A few meters short. Nova with that opportunity to score their first try. Quick tap there. Charlton still going. Again, waiting on the ref's decision to play the advantage card. Nova, couple of penalties awarded to them.
Yes, as we see.
Bit of unfortunate situation there for the brothers, as they have 14 players on the field. Here's Ramit, tackled there by the captain himself, Getty Raka. Nova now having that opportunity to score. Here's the number 1. Tackled one-on-one, tackled there by brothers prop.
Yeah, his opposite number.
Peregua passes over to Onevagi. Still going. Few meters short. 10 towards the brothers' touchline. 22. Nova still looking to find some space. A quick offload to the number 5. Still going. Some good clearance ruck. The balls come off loose, and
yeah, from the side, diving in.
Another penalty for the Nova side.
Again, it put one of the brothers' players who was competing for that ruck in a very awkward position. So I think we could probably see another player come from the field again. Reckless play there from Nova. We have one player from brothers who's still down. I think it's one of the forwards. Could be Gustav.
We're just waiting to confirm the player.
We'll see in the connect what happened there. I think it was the 13 Drew and passed to the 5, brought down by To'o. As you see that player coming in from the side and diving. I think it was the hooker.
Yeah, it was the hooker, Hayden Nalu. Think he's okay and still going.
Yeah, he's back to his feet, so that's a good sign.
Brothers now with that advantage. They take possession in
Referee
their own.
there, referee just having a word with his touch judge to confirm the what went wrong and what the grading of what will happen. Referee's fine with it. It's just a penalty for that passage of play.
Go out to find touch outside of their own territory. again, a lot of missed opportunities for the Nova, who could have scored their first try. And the ball's gone out of touch. They will have a line out at the 22. Brothers still in the lead in the second half.
Yeah, Brothers are not out of their own red zone yet. They'll have to win this line out. They've gone short. Again, referee saying to clear the tunnel.
Nalu with that line out. 31 points to nil. Bati just tips over. Ball goes backward towards the Novas players. Here's Perigua looking to find some space. Quick flick pass to Leary. Leary, who finds his teammate, unfortunately was not there. Picked up by the Brothers. Brothers now in possession of the ball in their own territory. Looking for Mohe, looking for clearance with an option. Sabata clearing that kick downfield. Finds the number 14 for Nova. Nova now in possession and in the Brothers' territory. Passing over to the number 11. Here's the number 6.
That's Porcio. He's still going. Stepping well.
Nova now on the attack. Here's the number 9. Bit of a long pass there, risky one, but still going on Evagi. Passing over to his prop, Perigua again with that pass. Perigua finds space and still goes. He's been tackled there by a couple of Brothers defenders. Nova still going, still in towards the Brothers territory. Still building some phases. Here's the number 2. Nova still going, looking to score some points. Here's the number 5. He's been tackled there by Angai. Trying to clear that ruck. Bit of a slow play there from the Nova on the left edge side of the field. Here's the number 9. Passing over. Big space there. Here's the number 2. He's met up by Mohe from the Brothers side. Sabata. Nova still in possession. Perigua again with that attempt. Here's Leary. Some space there. He's been tackled by another Brothers defender at the right edge side of the field. A few meters short towards the Brothers touchline. The phases continue for Nova. Nova still trying to break the defense. Onevagi just tips over the ball to Ramit. Here's an opportunity, a missed one. And the ball's gone out. A bit of confusion with the players and the touch judge.
Yeah, the touch judge also in blue too, so I think they must have mistaken the touch judge for one of their players. But we have a substitution here for Brothers, the number 16. That is Malcolm coming on for Pangai.
That's Keishel.
Okay. Correction.
Yeah, a bit of confusion with the team list. So apologies if we don't get the names right. We will be going with the jersey numbers just to be on the safe side. So Nalu with that throw for Brothers, who survived that scare. Perigua and Leary's combination on the right side, just making an attempt. Unfortunately, they were met by a lot of defenders from the men in black. Looks like there's a player down.
Yeah, I think he's battling cramps. His fatigue is starting to creep in, especially in the second half of this Premier Grade match. That's David Onevagi. He's played well. He's one of those props that usually plays 18 minutes for Nova. He also featured in that under 23 representative sides, the Boromans and Gai Guys last year as well. Just some stats on David Onevagi. He's been replaced by the number 20.
Yeah, he's played well. He's done his bit for the Nova side. Now what will his team do in this remaining minutes of the second half of this fixture? Nalu now with that throw out.
No, taps it back.
Taps it back.
But Nova!
A bit of miscommunication from the Brothers sees Ramit score Nova's first try.
And he deserves it as well. He's been working hard for his team for the entire match. running hard, always competing.
Yeah, what a comeback for the Novas. Finally putting some points on the board. As we see the captain, Eddie Ramit, score Nova's first try with Rex Perigua to convert 31-5 at this point. What a comeback.
Yeah, it was, if anyone deserved the try from this Nova side, it would have to be the captain, Eddie Ramit. So his first 5-pointer for Nova with Rex Perigua lining up this conversion just about 20 meters in from the sideline. As I've mentioned, he has experience with kicking the ball, and the conversion is successful. As we will see the replay of that try. That was the first try for MONI plus Nova from try scorer Eddie Ramit. Okay, you see the line out throw from Nalu, tap back from No. Eddie Ramit always competing, finally able to get the first try, as you saw just now. Nova on the board.
Yes, we see Goa with that restart. 31-7, Brothers still in the lead. Nova finally putting some points on the board, and here's a great restart from Goa. Picked up by the number 4. He's been tackled mid-air, and yes, it will be a penalty. Quick tap there by the number 9. Nova now on the move, on the attack in their own territory. Perigua looking to find space. Find some space, offloads to Leary, who tips the ball, and it has gone out of touch. It will be a penalty or a line out. A scrum, actually.
Yes, it's a scrum. Raymond Leary actually knocked the ball on. But again, great attack from Rex Perigua, putting Raymond Leary away. As we have some substitutions from Brothers. Mitch Jonah coming off for the 19. That is not Tisa Kautu. That's I think. Anyways, that's 19 from Brothers.
Yes, we see the scrum in the Brothers' territory. Mohe. Brothers so far winning most of the scrum in this match. And a strong push there.
Yeah, but
unfortunately, a penalty to the Nova side. Quick tap there by the Nova number 9. Finds his teammate. 22. Passes over to Perigua. Finds Leary this time. Still going. Quick offload. Leary still going. Tackled by a defender and still going. The number 22 for Nova makes it past into the try line. He's been held up. Yes, the ref says it. He's been held up, and there will be a line dropout for the Nova. What a combination there from Perigua and Leary in the second half. Just trying to get Nova some points on the board.
Yeah, no, just probably came off second best in a seeing the Connect replay. Raymond Leary just shaking off players, getting that offload away. The player was able to get over the try line, but great defense from Mohe and Toho to get under that ball to be held up. So yes, great scrambling defense for Brothers and their try line defense.
Yeah, a couple of interchanges have already been made. Here's a kick by Brothers 20.
Yeah, Atta Clement.
Atta Clement picked up there by the number 14 for Nova.
That's Marvin.
Marvin.
A bit a high contact there, so referee playing advantage for Nova.
Leary finds space, gets past, passes back to number 14, and Nova score their back-to-back try in the second half.
What a try from Nova, just playing great heads-up play from Nova on the counter-attack, just stepping past a couple. Raymond Leary, they're able to put his man Marvin away to get back-to-back tries for Nova as they try to fight their way back into this contest. The conversion from Rex Perigua is successful. As we will see the Connect replay. Yeah, quick tap and go from the number 9. Passes to Leary. Leary at an angle, steps past Sabata, draws, and puts his man Marvin away for a try right between the sticks. Great heads-up play from MONI plus Nova. As you see there, Raymond just stepping back, drawing, passing to Marvin, who's also had a great game as well in the 14 for MONI plus Nova.
Yep, as we see the restart from the brothers, 31-14. Nova still trailing, but finally got some points on the board. Here's a good run there from Nova. An advantage there. An advantage. Still going, Nova. Now, good one-on-one strip there, but still going. A couple of knock-ons, and yes, it's going to be another penalty. First knock-on.
Yeah, again, great work from Gustav there to just get under the ball and rip it away in contact, giving his team the possession of the ball. I think it was the number 1 for Nova. Brothers will have the feed 21.
Yep. A scrum there for the brothers. Here's the number 21. It's coming in as an interchange. Strong push. Brothers pushing, and the balls come off. Passes over. Quick offload to Mohe, who's been tackled there by Nova defenders. Still play on at this point, Gustav. Gustav finds some space, a good hit against Leary. Still going, and he's finally been tackled down close towards the 22. Gary finds some space, still going.
Almost loses the ball, but he's able to regather it.
A bit of fumble, but still going. Play on at this point. Brothers looking to work their magic in the Nova territory. Okay, Shell. Strong hit there from this young man.
One of the new faces in this premier grade brothers outfit.
Nalu still going. Brothers still working their phases in.
Great,
And
yeah, great work there on the ground. Raymond Leary with a quick tap and go.
another penalty. A quick tap from Leary. Unfortunately, he's been tackled, and he will need some medical assistance. Shout out to the Green Angels.
Yeah, also a big shout out to all our St. John's ambulance personnel here, ready to administer first aid wherever need be. So yeah, thank you to use as well.
Yeah, and also a quick shout out to Dulax who for sponsoring some paint to ensure that we have a very clear line or marks here on the field here at Bava Park, as well as Keynote for sponsoring the PA system that's currently being used here for entertainment. As we see the medical first responders attending to Leary. Good comeback there from Nova, scoring the back-to-back in the second half.
Yes, and also I think also would have to attribute this resurgence from the Nova team to their bench, the Rex Petagua, Raymond Leary, coming on, having an immediate impact in the game as well. So a shout out to the bench for coming on for Nova and really lifting up their team. Okay, Raymond Leary still on the ground. We hope he isn't injured too bad. We'll see what the ref will make of this.
Yeah, less than 11 minutes to go before full time. 31-14. As we see the brothers huddling up at the center of the field. And Nova as well, while waiting for their teammate to be attended. A lot of these players, as mentioned earlier, a lot of these players played sevens over the weekend, 3 days of sevens action here at Bava Park. So they're still recovering, and they're trying their best to ensure that they have enough game time or give some represent their clubs or play for their clubs here in this CRU competition.
Yeah, Raymond Leary also being part of the Monaka team that won, I believe it was the bowl for the men's. They played defense. But yeah, Monaka also walking with bowl winners in the Sports Talk Sevens competition.
Yeah, and a quick shout out to his cousin Rowan Leary, who's flew off to Adelaide earlier on this week, thanks to the Jonah Kautu Academy for making a pathway for our players here at CRU or in the CRU competition to go and have that exposure in Australia.
Yeah, great show of sportsmanship there from Nelson, the person who was involved in the tackle, and Raymond Leary. Very unfortunate. He's coming off. I think is holding his ribs. It could be an injury with that regard. But as you see, the referee about to send Nelson Doa to the sin bin for the tackle on Raymond Leary.
Brothers down, player short, 2 players short.
Actually, it's 1 now. The Arthur Clement has already returned to the field of play.
So line out there for the Nova at the 22, 31-14.
Also, Atisa Kautu is also come onto the field as well, lining up at inside center, at second receiver for the KRAMER Asia Pacific brothers.
Nova with that line out at the 22. It's gone overhead, gone past, gone towards the brothers. Brothers now take possession. Picked up there by the number 21. Kicked for clearance downfield. Picked up by Nova number 23. Nova's 23 still going. Tackled there by No. And a couple of defenders. Here's Perigua finding his teammate. Off
to Marvin.
Marvin. Marvin offloads to his number 11 who finds space. Tackled there by a brothers defender.
Ball's
Picked
out.
up by Toho. Game on at this point. Quick offload. And it will be a forward pass. Forward pass and a scrum for Nova.
Nova will have the feed at this scrum. They will have the loose head feed.
Good clearance there. Here's the Nova number 22. Finds Perigua on the right edge side. Perigua still going. Gets loose by Toho. Tackled there by Tateng.
Yeah, great. I think there was 11 for brothers. The great work. He was able to get the ball, and no one was able to get off him. But yeah, great work at the breakdown by 11 for brothers.
Yeah, that's Elias Tateng. Both Perigua and Tateng played sevens together, so a bit of seven style there on the field in this 15th match. Brothers now in possession, but still in their own territory for this line out. As we lean towards full time, Brothers still in the lead, 31 points over Nova, who scored a back-to-back try with 14 points. And the throw's gone backwards to the Nova side. Bit of ill pass there, picked up by Perigua, still going. Tackled there by Tisakautu. Good clearance from
Able to
Isaka.
get the ball.
Brothers now take possession as they look to build some pods. Brothers now on the attack. Past the Novas territory.
Yeah, great work by I think that was the number 9 or the 22.
And a penalty awarded to Nova. Paraguay kicking out to find touch, and we'll have a line out just outside the 22. The weather is starting to get a bit dull. Don't forget, after this we have the main fixture, the Harlequins taking on the University Piggies.
That's right, the Supreme Industry Harlequins take on the FinCorp University Piggies. That is the main game for this afternoon that's coming up next. So stay tuned.
Here's the Nova number 20 now with the line out. As we see, bit of concentration. A good toss there, picked up by No. Brothers now on the attack. Still going, No. Tackled there by a couple of defenders. Brothers still in play. His K-Shell gets past. Quick offload to Gary, who's tackled by a defender, Marvin.
Yeah, I think it was Ramit. He wasn't
Eddie
able.
Ramit.
He wasn't able to release.
Yeah, penalty for offside, and Brothers kicking downfield to the left edge side.
Clement with a quick tap and a quick kick behind. No one saw. He was able to spot that space in behind Nova's defense.
Nova now on the attack. Kicking downfield to find touch. Still in play. Picked up by Pangas. Passes over to Toho. Here's Samuel Toho now. Bit of a goosey there. Still going. Gets past the defender. Gets past two defenders. Still going at this point. Here's Samuel Toho. Finally been tackled down. Brothers on the attack in the Nova's territory. Here's the captain. Getty Raka still going. He's been tackled. The number 19, Brothers. Nova defense still up.
Referee playing advantage. Mohe.
Toho again. Another run, a good run. Still going, rolls over. And it will be another advantage for offside. Brothers trying to work their way in towards Nova's 22. They know they have the game in their hand. They're just slowing the play down as fatigue creeps in for these players. 31-14, Brothers still in the lead. As we see the players, Brothers players on the bench. And the kick has found touch. It will be 15 meters in. Brothers to throw in.
Yeah, Brothers will have the throw in at this line out. But yeah, Nova finally having a breath of life in the second half. But they will need to defend at the try line once again as the Brothers go to the back to Gustav. He takes a carry.
It's a good run there from Gustav, still going. Brothers building up phases. Bit of an overlap, still going. Here's the number 20, inside pass to Gary, and he's been tackled there.
Great contact, and he's lost the ball.
Good eyes from the Nova defense, just blocking every gap for the Brothers players in their own territory.
We have a player down in back play as we have some substitution here coming for the Brothers. Number 22 entering the field of play. He's coming on for Gary in the front row.
So it's going to be a scrum. Nova scrum. Again, that was a great textbook tackle. Just allowing the Brothers to make an error so they can survive this and have defend in their own territory, or this time go on the attack. And Chris Henny has been attended to by the first responders while we allow the players to just take a breather before they finish this match on a high here at Bava Park.
Yes, as we're heading towards the back end of the second half. And also thank you to our sponsors again for making this competition successful. Pepsi, as well as MONI Plus, and also all our support sponsors as well. Thank you to you all, and to all of our viewers on the live stream as well. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. As it's starting to rain here at Bava Park, it is starting to come down. The next match, the main match, could be a wet one.
Here's the scrum now for Nova. Good push there from the brothers. Still going.
Yeah, brothers, scrum has.
And quick tap there from Gustav, who gets past, and he will score to get the try for brothers.
But yeah,
Just
great
ran
work
out.
from that scrum from brothers. They have had the upper hand at scrum time for most of the match, as you saw just now. Brothers scrum just too much for Nova to handle, buckled under all that pressure. Gustav getting the spoils and getting that 5-pointer, putting this match beyond any doubt. The conversion attempt from Tisa Kautu as well, as he lines up this conversion kick. It's just about 25 in from the sideline.
Kautu with that conversion, and it's gone slightly out. The conversion is unsuccessful. 36 points to 14. Brothers still in the lead, and finally scoring the second try in the second half. As it starts to get very, we're starting to get a.
And you can see also in the 17, Nelson Doa coming back onto the field. His serve is the time, as we see in the Connect replay. Yeah, the scrum collapsing from Nova and Gustav with a quick pick and go for the try for brothers. Just want to Connect replay. Kick restart from Rex Peregua, hanging it high, but
Picked up
Nolu.
by Nalu still
Nalu.
going. Balls come loose, still going. Game on. Referee says the referee no with that ball. Here's the number 19, brothers, on the attack.
And it comes to, again, the 21 spreads it right. Comes to Getty Raka. He only knows one way to run it straight and run it hard. Henny rips the ball away and gives Getty Raka a little pat on the back of the head for that effort. And you hear the full-time siren go off. That is it. Full-time in this premier grade match between the KRAMER Asia Pacific brothers and the MONI Plus Nova.
Yeah, what a second half comeback from the Nova. Unfortunately, it was short, but it was good to have them score back-to-back try there. And the brothers take the win in this third round here for CRU here at Bava Park. 31 points to 14 at full time.
And we will bring you the second match, premier grade match between the FinCorp University Piggies and the Supreme Industries Harlequins. That match coming up next. Again, our full-time score, KRAMER Asia Pacific Brothers, 31, defeating the MONI Plus Nova, 14. That is full-time score. 36, the KRAMER Asia Pacific Brothers, 36, defeating the MONI Plus Nova, 14.
Yes, and we'll be back for the second fixture after these TVCs. We'll be back for the second fixture after this